Transdermal drug delivery system. This is used to administer the drug through the skin into the polymeric system. Now, only some limited drugs are used to give by this method or this system. Problem with the drug are their physical property like molecular size. If the drug having the higher molecular size, though they cannot pass through the skin. Second is the polarity. Drugs polarity are affecting here to penetrate into the skin. Next is biological property like dermal irritation, insufficient bioavailability. So these are the problems of the drug. Advantage of this transdermal, so they are avoiding the first hepatic metabolism because we are applying the patch throughout the skin. I mean, we are applying patch on the skin. Here we are not applying into any organ. Maintain the constant blood level for the longer period of time. Decrease the dose of administration because they are giving the sustained release of drug. Decrease the unwanted side effect. They decrease the gastrointestinal side effect. Discontinue in case of toxic effect. Obviously the patch are outer side of the skin, so we are removing that patch, and due to that we used and we terminate the therapy. Patient compliance increase. Advantage because the patient who are unconscious, so we are applying the patch and deliver the drug via skin. Provide the ability to modify the biological barrier for the improved absorption. Relative larger surface area for the application other than buccal and nasal. Disadvantage, we have to understand the physicochemical property of the drug, and due to that we are understanding the penetration power of drug. So here the drug must pass from that stratum corneum of skin. Dose is less than 5 mg per day are preferred. More than 10 to 25 mg are difficult to give by this route. So the dose limitation, small size of the dose we are given by this skin route. Local irritation at the site due to the drug excipient which are present into the patch. Clinical need must be clearly established. Barrier of the function of the skin, person to person and age to age, there is a difference in the skin type. So due to that there are chances of change in the function of drug. Poor skin permeability leads to the less or lesser drug release amount. Larger molecular size cannot be formulated for this system, and they are delivering the drug. They cannot deliver the drug in a pulsatile fashion. Now this is the human skin, which contain the three layer. First one is epidermis, second is the dermis, and third one is a cutaneous. Skin structure having the stratum corneum, non-viable epidermis, outermost layer which are dead skin keratinized cell. Second is a viable epidermis having the layer between the stratum corneum, and it contains 90% of the water content. Third one is corneum, which having the thickness of 2000 to 3000 micrometer, and which consists the loose tissue and fibrous protein. And fourth last one is a subcutaneous collective tissue, so it is having the loose texture, having the fibrous connective tissue with the fat and elastic fiber. So due to this they are having the elasticity, and it contain the blood vessel, lymph vessel, hair follicles, sweat gland. So this is the structure of skin. Root of drug penetrate across the skin. So here three entry of macro roots to the tissue. First one is via the sweat duct. So as we are having the idea about the sweat duct, sweat duct is present here. So via the sweat duct, the particles of the drug are introduced into the systemic circulation. Now across the continuous stratum corneum. So via this diffusion mechanism, the drug molecule pass throughout across the stratum corneum through the hair follicles with the associated sebaceous gland. So here through the hair shaft and having the sebaceous gland. So via this route also the drug are penetrate into the circulation. Now there are the three kind of way of permeation. First one is transcellular. So as in figure, which locating the delivery or permeation of the drug throughout the stratum corneum. Intracellular, it means the drugs are passed from the cell of the stratum corneum side by. Now transappendigeal permeation via the hair follicles, subcutaneous sweat glands, sebaceous gland. Mechanism of the drug. So transepidermal, it is a pathway of diffusion across the skin. Next is permeation. So by involving the partitioning mechanism, they are entering into the stratum corneum. Most substance diffuse cross stratum corneum via the intercellular lipoidal route. Extremely polar compound and ion pass from the stratum corneum. Lipophilic molecules are passed via the diffusion mechanism from the horny layer. Now, extreme hydrophilic, it means polar, and hydrophobic is non-polar, have difficulty to pass from this epidermis, and epidermal cell having the joint and joint membrane tightly joint, and there is a little space, and from that space this ionic and non-ionic, or we can say hydrophilic and phobic particles are diffused and squeezed into the circulation. This is simple mechanism. This first at the upper part the transdermal delivery device is there, and which is connected to the skin having the first layer stratum corneum. Second layer is epidermis, then it pass into the dermis, and via the dermis they are entering into the blood capillary, and after they reach to the site of the action they metabolite at the different site, and then after they eliminate. Factor affecting the penetration. Biological factors. Skin condition, it is dry skin or wet skin or oily skin. Next is skin age is mattering here. Children having the thin skin, elder person having thin skins, so age of the person is mattering here. Blood flow, regional skin site, skin metabolism, and species difference. These are the biological factors. Next is physicochemical factors. So skin hydration rate, temperature and pH of all the living things having the temperature difference, pH difference. Here diffusion coefficient, drug concentration, partition coefficient of the drug, and throughout the screen molecular size of the drug, shape of the drug particle, solubility and ionization. Also melting point is affecting here for the preparation. Next is material that are used in the formulation of transdermal patches. So first one is polymer, next is drug, third is sensitive adhesive, fourth is permeation enhancer, and fifth one is supportive material. So here in figure we are having the idea about last green is the adhesive material. Apart from that adhesive material, it is the rate controlling membrane which control the release rate of the drug from the patch, and above that rate controlling membrane there is a reservoir kind of system. At that part the drug is stored, and covering that drug reservoir impermeable backing membrane is present to protect the drug. Starting with polymer matrix, so here polymer are used. Matrix or reservoir control system is releasing the drug device. Now, ideally, which kind of polymer are used here? So, having polymer having the low molecular weight, having the glass transition temperature, and must diffused properly and release the drug. Next, they are stable, non-reactive with the drug. They are easily manufactured and fabricated into the desired product. They are non-toxic, and mechanical property of the polymer should be deteriorated when the larger amount of the active agent are incorporated into it. Polymer are derived from the different source, and due to that they are divided into three class. Natural example are gelatin, zain, gum. Synthetic, so polybutadienes and butyl rubbers. Synthetic, polyvinyl chloride and polyurea. Now, drug part of the patch. So, they are having the therapeutic agent and successful development of drug which having the following physicochemical property. Like the drug candidate should be non-ionic, because due to the ionic charge, the release of the drug depends. The penetration is also affected by ions. So that's why drug must be non-ionic, having the low molecular weight, which is less than 1000 Dalton. Adequate solubility in the oil and water. Here, the drug should having the sufficient solubility in oil and water, because our skin structure having the oil gland, also they are hydrated. So due to that, drug must be adequately soluble in oil and water. Next is low melting point. Potent drug are used. Biological property of the drug, to say they should be potent with the daily dose. Half life of the drug should be short. Drug must not induced a cutaneous irritation, so there is a no allergic responses. Degradation in GIT or inactivation by the hepatic first pass metabolism, that kind of drug are suitable for this transdermal delivery. Drug which are administered for long period of time, they cause the adverse effect are suitable. So here, drug which are causing the adverse effect, they are suitable. Now, pressure sensitive adhesive. So this kind of material are used. These provide the good adherence characteristic and help to secure the transdermal device on the skin over longer period of time. So here, pressure sensitive adhesive, it means adhesion between the patch and skin is due to this, and they are giving the good adherence property. Ideal property of this adhesive material is non-irritant, does not affect the normal function of skin, they adhere to skin aggressively, that's why they cannot remove by itself, easily removed. They should not leave any trace amount, and they are washable. Should because when we are applying the patch, so there is no evidence if the adhesive material is so much sticky, so we need to remove it by using soap and something else. So that's why they should not leave any unwanted residue on the skin. Now, should compatible with the drug and other polymer. Permeation of the drug should not be affected by using this substances. They are not affecting the permeation of drug. Major class of the pressure sensitive material are polyisobutylene, acrylic and silicone based adhesive. So discussing about polyisobutyl based adhesive, glass transition temperature is 62 degree, and they are the elastomeric polymer and having the higher molecular weight. So when we are using higher molecular weight polyisobutyl, so the permeability will decrease due to the higher molecular weight. So we need to use lower molecular weight. They are preferred for the low soluble and low polar drug. Now next discuss about the acrylic adhesive. So they having the temperature minus 55 to minus 15 degree, and they are produced by acrylic acid, and they are used in the matrix adhesive material, and also they are moderately polar and have moisture permeability. Now silicon based adhesive device. So they are unique semi-organic structure of given silicon and having the high flexibility. These adhesives have the high permeability to the moisture. Next is the permeation enhancer. So this compound are used to promote the skin permeability, and by improving this permeability we are delivering the amount of drug, and it is also known as a accelerant or sorption promoters. So ideal property of this enhancer should work rapidly. Activity and duration of effect are predictable and reproducible. Reproducible, it means they are working in reproductive manner, should not pharmacological activity, so they are not giving any kind of activity. Prevent the loss of material from the body. When removed from the skin, the barrier property should return both rapidly and fully. Now permeation enhancer act through the three possible mechanisms. First one is disrupt the stratum corneum and improve the permeation and increase the diffusion of our drug particle. Example is the azone fatty acid and DMSO. So these are used for polar molecules. Oleic acid and terpenes are used to form the permeable pores, and some DMSO ethanol are used to making horny layer more permeable by forming the aqueous channel. Now second route or second mechanism for enhancing permeation level is interact with the keratin, intracellular protein. By this we are increasing the dense protein, opening the dense protein, and increase the permeability. Ionic surfactant are used. Third mechanism is altering the chemical environment and increase the partition of second molecules. So here we are altering the chemical environment and deliver the drug into the horny layer of a skin. Solvent are used to enhance the permeability like water, ethanol, increasing the swelling and penetration. Next is surfactant are used decrease the surface tension between the skin and our device, and anionic surfactant are used more compared to cationic because they are irritant having nature. Example of this anionic are the SLS, non-ionic having the pluronic F127, and bile salt having sodium deoxycholate. Now binary system are also used as permeation enhancer. So these are open heterogeneous mualities, and they are opening the protein molecules pathway. Miscellaneous, so the urea is the example of miscellaneous, and potential permeation enhancer are the beta cyclodextrin, soya bean. Now next and fifth one is the excipient and other supportive material. Main material are the enhancer, adhesive material, drug, permeable material, and this other supportive material need to complete our transdermal drug delivery. So these include the release liner, backing layer, microporous membrane, and packing substrates. So what is release liner? So during the storage, patch is covered by the protective liner, which are removed when we want to use that patch, and they are easily removed by the user. They have no activity in that patch, but they are always protecting and covering the patch. So example are the polyesters and metal foil are used as a release liner. Next is baking layer. So they are flexible and provide the good bond to the drug and reservoir, and they accept the printing. So here on the baking layer, company are applying the logo printing. Example are the polyester, polyethylene, co-extruded film. Next is microporous or porous semi-permeable rate controlling membrane. So they are used to limit the flow of the drug, both system reservoir and matrix. So in both system we are limiting the flow of drug. Now example of this is EVA, microporous polyethylene membrane. Packing substance. So the patches are packed into the pouches and the material are stable and integrated of the product. So there is a no reaction between the packing material and prepared patch, and they are protecting the material from the external factor like the heat and light and oxygen. Three main layer of the pouch are used: external printable layer, second is aluminum foil, and third one is internal plastic heat sealable layer.